Hey everyone, name's Mark. You won't believe what I went through a few years ago. It all started when a cunning serial killer began challenging the police by leaving behind these creepy clues and riddles. Let me tell you, it was like something out of those detective movies, but scarier. I'm just a regular guy, but somehow I found myself involved in this twisted game. You see, I work as a janitor at the local police station. One day, as I was cleaning up after another long day, I stumbled upon this mysterious envelope left on the chief's desk. Curiosity got the better of me, so I opened it. Inside, there was this chilling letter. It had a riddle, like those you find in those brain teaser books. But this one was different. It hinted at the location of the next murder. That's when I realized I had stumbled upon something dark and dangerous. Naturally, I immediately informed the police. They were skeptical at first, not exactly the trusting type, but I insisted that it was no joke. The chief assigned 2 detectives, Johnson and Ramirez, to investigate the riddle and find the killer. That's when things took a turn for the worse. Weeks went by, and the serial killer struck again and again, leaving behind gruesome crime scenes and more riddles. The police were struggling to keep up, and the whole town was in panic. People were scared to even step outside after dark. The tension in the air was palpable. I couldn't just sit idly by, so I started collecting the riddles left by the killer, hoping to unravel the twisted mind behind them. I spent countless nights poring over those cryptic messages, trying to find patterns and connections. It was like being in a never-ending puzzle, with each piece leading closer to the horrifying truth. The killer enjoyed playing this deadly game, toying with the police and the whole town. And the worst part, he was always one step ahead. But then one night, it all came together. As I was going through the riddles once again, something caught my eye. A repeated phrase. It was like a hidden message, connecting all the clues and pointing to a specific location. I rushed to the police station, my heart pounding in my chest. Johnson and Ramirez were already there, tired and worn out from the chase. I shared my findings with them, and their eyes lit up with a glimmer of hope. Together, we deciphered the final riddle, leading us to an abandoned and sinister-looking warehouse on the outskirts of town. We knew this was it, the high-stakes confrontation. We called for backup, briefed the team, and prepared for the showdown. As we cautiously entered the warehouse, the tension was palpable. The silence seemed heavy, as if we were stepping into the lair of pure evil. And then we saw him, the serial killer, standing there, waiting for us. A deadly chase ensued, each step bringing us closer to the ultimate capture. It was like a cat and mouse game, but lives were at stake. We cornered him, trapped him in his own twisted game, and finally, after a long, harrowing struggle, we took him down. The relief that washed over us was indescribable. Our town could finally breathe again, knowing that the nightmare was over. The cunning serial killer was behind bars, and justice had been served. Looking back, it was a harrowing experience, something that still sends shivers down my spine. I never thought I'd be involved in such a high-stakes game, but sometimes fate has a funny way of putting us in the most unexpected situations. So, folks, never underestimate the power of those seemingly harmless riddles. They can lead you to the darkest corners of the human mind and plunge you into a world of terror. But with bravery, perseverance, and a little bit of luck, the monsters can be caught and peace can be restored.